Hello and welcome to another episode of EMA Cloud Rants. Today, very exciting. Jens, you are back from a week of OpenStack training with a very large enterprise. How did it go?
That's right, Torsten. Hi, I was teaching VMware integrated OpenStack to a very large multinational enterprise. And they are a big vSphere shop, and they are also playing around with other technologies, of course, but they have implemented a very, very, very large VMware integrated OpenStack Cloud.
And why did they base this on VMware?
Several reasons, actually, because VMware has done, I would say, a very, very good job in their OpenStack offering. So they have a supported offering based on vSphere, which is the proven hypervisor out there. But they have combined it with their network virtualization platform NSX for vSphere, and also in the future with the more hypervisor agnostic platform NSX Transformers, NSXT. And VMware is offering a comprehensive support package, one person to call, and also the customer can monitor the whole environment with vRealize operations for monitoring, not only vSphere, but also NSX and OpenStack. What is the health of OpenStack? How is it doing? Plus, they can track problems in VMware's login site, which also has an OpenStack integration.
Wow. So the obvious question is, why not vRealize automation?
Yeah, that also came up as part of the training, and even VMware talks about it in its customer presentations. That's a very, very valid question. Why not VMware vRealize automation? It is maybe more convenient, more close to the VMware model of how to run things, because OpenStack has a very different philosophy. And the short answer is they need the APIs. vRealize automation has made some progress in offering APIs, but these guys, they are not only running OpenStack, they are having a lot of other tools stacked on top of OpenStack, like OpenShift and many others. And they are very developer oriented, and they need the OpenStack APIs.
Interesting.
That's the main reason.
And the APIs are mostly for the developers, as you said, or also for compatibility with the underlying hardware that they're running?
Well, the underlying hardware is anyway abstracted by OpenStack. So VMware OpenStack has drivers that are optimized for VMware, NSX, block storage, file storage, any kind of VMFS or VMDK storage. So you don't have to worry about this kind of stuff. And the northbound thing is completely 100% compatible with anything OpenStack does and is.
For how long have they been using OpenStack?
The customer?
Yeah.
I would say they were pretty early adopters, and they have been running well. VMware integrated OpenStack is now in version 3.0, and as far as I've heard, the version 3.1 and 3.5 is on the horizon somewhere. Haven't got any official information on that, but they've been using it since version 1.0, and I think that's around since 2014. And they are also running other OpenStack distributions. But the VMware integrated OpenStack is the enterprise class. So they're having other OpenStack competing distributions running, but I would say they are more lower tier, lower class, less support, not premium.
Wow, very interesting. How many people and who attended your workshop, your training?
This time, so it's one in a row. We've done several deliveries already. So this week, there were 15 people in the class, all over the place, from architecture, director even, and managers, developers, several developers, database guys were in there who had no previous exposure even to VMware or OpenStack, and and also people from the operations department, all very clever guys, very international, and we delivered a package that I think everybody took something from it.
So what is preventing other companies, smaller companies or medium-sized companies, to deploy OpenStack? Is it those guys? Are they so smart and expensive? Are there not enough of them? Is that the issue? Or why does OpenStack not see traction other than in the really large enterprise?
Torsten, who needs OpenStack? If you are a mid-sized company or a small company, do you need that API compatibility? Do you want to run it? So for instance, this VMware integrated OpenStack, it's for free. If you have already licensed vSphere Enterprise Plus, which a lot of customers have, to be honest, yeah? So you don't need to have licensed NSX. It's very beneficial if you have NSX, but you can run it for free with vSphere Enterprise Plus already. And VMware charges for support. So VMware does not charge you for the software itself, but for support. And the support starts at 50 sockets, as far I'm informed, and I think costs like $200 per socket. That would be a yearly support fee of 10,000. Fair enough, I would say.
That's reasonable.
And I don't think it's much. So, but on the other hand, who needs it if you just want to run some sort of cloud in a comfortable fashion? I personally believe vRealize automation is a better choice.
Right, but it's also not like vRealize automation is adopted by a lot of smaller companies, right? I mean, a lot of them go to Amazon because of the APIs, or to Azure because it's integrated with Visual Studio. So at the end of the day, seeing how this is packaged and priced, right, it is geared toward larger companies. And it's probably also the deployment, the initial deployment, right, the effort that it takes to get this set up in the beginning.
Actually, it's very, very easy because VMware really takes the pain out of the deployment. You're familiar with the web client, you download an OVA, you import it into a web client, a plugin appears, and then you have an 11, 12-step wizard that guides you through. You need to specify a couple of networks, data stores, management cluster, this kind of stuff. And then an hour later, you have OpenStack running on top of your vSphere. That's, I think, awesome.
Wow. That is awesome. Yeah, I mean, VMware has made a lot of progress. So thank you, Jens, for your impression. Very, very interesting. OpenStack running on VMware at a major, very large-sized customer. Jens just back from his weekly 1 week of training of their staff. This was this week's edition of EMA Cloud Rants. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you, Torsten.